Today we're going to be talking about the second live of the December review that we're doing. So if you missed the first live that we did about this last Monday, we're going to be doing a live every single Monday this month to actually take you through reviewing the year so that you can show up in a different way. So what I've been noticing is that a lot of actors, it's the end of the year and they're looking at the year, they're a little bit frustrated or unhappy with what's happened, and they can get, and you may recognize yourself here, they can get stuck in a loop of complaining and then hoping things will just be different in 2022. And that doesn't really change the ticket. So you're just bringing whatever happened in 2021 and you're bringing it in 2022 with a little bit more bitterness, and it's not really moving the needle. So what we looked at last week is that in order to show up with a pro mindset, a professional mindset, we took a hard look at the results. And the reason we looked at that is really to look at your results concretely, not to judge it, but to really actually say, okay, well, am I 100% happy with my team, with the number of auditions that I have, or with the type of auditions that I have? Am I happy with my booking ratio? Am I happy with the amount of money that this is gathering for me? And when you can take a hard look at that and just be with it, then you can start knowing what are the actions that you need to take in order to get there. Most actors will land in not feeling 100% about the results that you're getting. And so what we're going to do today is actually diagnose what the real problem is. So we analyze what's happening, which means we looked at your results for 2021. Again, your team, your auditions, your bookings, the jobs that you're getting, and the amount of money that you're gathering in. And now we're going to look at, because you have the numbers for that, we're going to diagnose why that's actually happening. So what is the actual problem? The actual problem is not that you're not getting the results. It's not that you're not really 100% happy with your team, your agent, and your manager. The problem is not that you don't have enough auditions or that you don't have the auditions you want. The problem is not that you're not booking. The problem is not that you're not pulling in enough money. It probably has to do, if we're looking in the right direction, it probably has to do with the type of actions that you're taking that are resulting in what you're having at the end of the day, right? And the actions that you're taking are completely dependent on how you are showing up, on how whole and complete and free and purposeful you are. So you, as the instrument, as the raw material of all of your acting career, if you're feeling stressed, anxious, afraid when you audition, not completely free when you work or when you audition or when you tape, all of that lack of being and feeling 100% you, instinctive and free, will affect the actions that you take, the tapes that you make, the meetings that you have with your team or with a team that you would hope to get, the way that you're showing up in your auditions, the way that you're showing up for your tapes, and definitely the bookings that you're getting at the end of the day, right? So we reverse engineered this and said, okay, we look at the results you have, analyze that. If it's not 100%, what the real problem is not that you're not getting those results. That's not the problem of your acting career. The problem of your acting career is that you're probably not taking the actions that will lead you to the results that you want. And the reason why you're not taking the actions that will lead you to the results that you want is probably because you're coming from a place where you're incapable of taking the actions that will get you to the results. So that is really the root problem, is that you're not 100%. So let me give you an analogy, and let's take another business to make this a little more graphic for you. Let's say you're a baker and you look at your results at the end of 2021, you're like, we're not selling enough bread. So the actions that you could have been taking during 2021 is do a lot of ads, do a lot of promotion, do a lot of outreach to find more consumers to sell more bread. And you might think, if you're not taking a hard look, that should do the trick, that should change the equation, and you should sell more bread, you should have more results. But actually, if you really look at the hard look, and if you look at every single piece of the puzzle, the raw ingredient that you're buying for your bread, if it's not the best ingredient you can find out there, and that's probably, we're talking probably about wheat in terms of raw ingredient, raw material in the bakery industry, and it makes your bread a little sour or have like a rotten aftertaste, you can do as many ads as you want, as much outreach as you want. You can grab people in the street. If your bread doesn't take like the best bread like that you could possibly do, people are not going to come back. People are not going to buy your bread, and you're always going to hit the same results, right? So the real issue is usually the initial ingredient. In your case, in your acting career, the raw ingredient, your raw material is you. Your capacity to be present, your capacity to be 100% human in your own unique way that only you can do. If you can feel what you feel, if you're not repressing your emotions, if you're not tense, nervous, fearful, feeling so many uncomfortable sensations when you act, if you're able to be really present, really there, really authentic, no matter what is happening in the moment, if you can show up in the zone and be really you and actually take care of your character, therefore, because you're present, so you don't need to take care of your ego, then your actions will start to change. Then your results will start to change. So the real root cause is not you. Like, I'm not accusing you that you're not good enough. You're perfect, but you're not able to show 100% open, 100% free, 100% you. When you're able to come from that place of full and utter presence, when you're 100% you, 100% instinctive, open, free, authentic, the way you will do everything, the way you will take all those actions will inevitably be dramatically impacted. And that in turn will dramatically impact your results. So if you're showing up with an instrument that's half present, half free, half authentic, basically you're showing up with an instrument that's half not there, half fake, half lying, right? And when you're showing up this way, it impacts every single piece of your puzzle. It impacts your team. It impacts the auditions you're getting because it has impacted your reel. It's impacted your headshots. It impacts everything. It has a ripple effect on your entire career. So again, don't put your energy looping around your results thinking that is the problem, that the exterior is the problem. Like, it's my team is not good enough, or I'm not getting enough auditions from the outside, and I'm not booking because the competition is so and so, or because they didn't give me enough time on my self-tape. All of those are exterior factors that you have no power over. The only thing that you have talent over and power over is your core. It's your instrument. It's your raw material. Is who you are being when you show up. Are you 100% uniquely you, or are you half you, or are you not even half you, or are you just 90% yourself, right? And that will impact everything that you do. So if you haven't watched our live from last Monday, you can find it. Next week we will talk again, and we will look at what you're going to settle for 2022. So make sure you come next week at 1 p.m. and we'll look at the next step to make sure that whatever you yielded and got in 2021, you're working through that, upgrading yourself so that you can show up in 2022 radically different, completely transformed, and ready to get the type of results you want. If this is resonating for you, if you have any questions, please, as usual, send us a DM. We'll make sure that we reply to you. if this work seems interesting to you, blah, blah, blah. Make sure that you sign up for our wait list in the About section. All right, ciao.